What's up, guys? My name is Mikey, one of the hosts of the Kicks, Vibes, and Life Sneaker podcast. And welcome to Footnotes, a new segment on this channel where we give you easily digestible info on shoes, brands, and sneaker culture. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about adidas. To get the simple stuff out of the way, adidas is a German sportswear brand founded by Adi Dassler. Registered trademarks date back to 1924, but the brand, as most of us know it now, began in 1949. From track and field, football, basketball, and more, numerous Adidas products have left their mark in athletics. But this is a sneaker channel, so we're here to look at the brand's defining contributions to sneaker culture as seen in 5 iconic Adidas shoes. First up, the Stan Smith. The funny thing about the Stan Smith? Well, it wasn't originally called the Stan Smith. In fact, it was the signature shoe of a French tennis pro named Robert Haylett. Dating back to the mid-60s, the Haylett was revolutionary in terms of tennis shoe design due to its leather construction. And with the open era of tennis beginning in 1968, the stage was set for pro tennis players to join tournaments around the world as well as to seek out endorsement deals from top sports brands. However, Haylett retired in 1971, and with Adidas needing an active player to endorse an updated version of the shoe, the brand turned to a young American player named Stan Smith. The shoe's name was changed, and the rest is pretty much history. Stan Smith went on to have a Hall of Fame career, and just like any pro athlete, his namesake shoe eventually transitioned into a life off the court. Its leather uppers and minimal branding make for a very versatile shoe with a timeless silhouette loved by tastemakers, sneaker collectors, artists, athletes, basically anybody around the world. If a Stan Smith was a grand slam in tennis, the Adidas superstar caught fire in the world of basketball. Originally manufactured in 1969 as a low-top version of a shoe called the Pro model, the superstar was a hit with basketball players due to their leather construction and the feature of the iconic shell toe cap. But the thing with sports technology is, it always gets better and better. After their time on the hardwood, fans still sought after superstars for off-court use in the mid-80s. However, the superstar's defining cultural moment came with the explosion of hip-hop, most significantly due to a group called Run DMC. During a performance of their song My Adidas in 1986, the group asked fans in the crowd to hold up their Adidas shoes. Thousands did, and the brand took notice, eventually signing the group to a lucrative endorsement deal at the time. This marked the first time a sportswear brand tapped musicians to push product, paving the lane for many brand and artist collaborations that have taken space in sneaker culture in the years to come. Technically, this next brand-defining Adidas shoe really isn't a shoe. It's more of a series. I'm talking about the ZX series of running shoes that dates back to 1984. With numerous designs released since the inception of the trademark, the ZX concept was designed to satisfy the needs of all types of runners. Need cushion? Yes. Stability? Gotcha. All-terrain? No doubt. Whatever you needed out of your run, there was a ZX shoe for you. When the series started, the product names were numbered in the hundreds and eventually hit the thousands in the late 80s. Despite tweaks to each model, the designs have followed a consistent design language from the sculpting of the heel to the profile of a toe box. And through the years, the range featured a number of proprietary Adidas running technologies such as torsion and soft cell cushioning, which are still used in some form or another in modern Adidas performance running shoes. However, in what's been a consistent theme so far, the shoes found a devoted following off the running path they were originally intended for. Collectors sought them out, and they were seen on the feet of high-profile people. In 2008, Adidas partnered with movers and shakers in the cultural space to collaborate on shoes from the ZX series through an initiative known as A to ZX. And by the time of this posting, the A to ZX movement is back with new shoes to celebrate the iconic line. As the push for performance innovation drove the designs of sportswear brands through the turn of the millennium, sometimes that would take away from how a shoe would look. That's why it's always a big deal when a new performance shoe checks both boxes in terms of sport and style. And for Adidas, there are few better examples of this than the Adidas Ultra Boost. At this point, much has been said about Boost technology and how it changed the game. Easily recognizable look, measurable performance benefits, crazy long-lasting comfort. Though not the first shoe to feature the tech, the Ultra Boost came out in 2015, tagged by Adidas as the greatest running shoe ever. Pretty confident statement, but it did have the looks and performance to back up the claim. Perfectly integrating Boost cushioning with other key Adidas technologies such as prime knit and torsion, and also in part to a high-profile co-sign by Kanye West, the Ultra Boost raced out of the gates. General release colors were selling out, brands collaborated on them, runners loved them, sneaker collectors hoarded them. For a while, there was no slowing down. Years later, Adidas updated the shoe's design and brought back a number of original colorways from the brand's first run. While the demand may not be as crazy for them anymore, the Ultra Boost remains to be a high watermark in what's been a prolific period for Adidas. However, the Ultra Boost was just one key player in the crazy run that Adidas had from 2015. Another shoe that was just as monumental? Look no further than the Yeezy Boost 350 V2. Just to run through the history a little bit, Kanye West had a Nike collaboration in the mid-2000s. Despite both his Nike sneakers being massive hits, the relationship between the rapper and the swoosh didn't end very well. Years later, he moves to Adidas and releases two sneakers in his first collaboration with the brand, the 750 and the 350. As expected, both were very popular, quite hard to come by, and only sparked the demand for more. Enter the 350 V2. While it could be said that the original 350 could take this spot, it's the updated version that really made Adidas Yeezys a household name. Packing Boost for comfort, sporting very distinctive prime knit patterns, and released in more colorways than I can even name, the 350 V2 is still going strong, many years after they first dropped. In the years that followed, Adidas has released new products featuring new technologies, capturing the sneaker audience in different ways. However, the lasting impact is yet to be seen, and we'll go into that in an upcoming episode of the Kicks, Vibes, and Life Sneaker Podcast. And with that, I'm pretty much done here. Thanks so much for tuning in to Footnotes and running down the 5 shoes that define Adidas with me. Is there a shoe that you feel should have made this list? Let us know in the comments below because we'd love to hear from you guys. But if you like this video and you want to see more, click like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated on the podcast, Footnotes, and more segments we'll be introducing soon. Once again, my name is Mikey, and I'll catch you in the next one.